Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on April 1st, 2026, about 4 days ago. It introduces a novel language model architecture called Multiscreen, which tackles the limitations of standard Softmax attention by using a screening mechanism to establish absolute query key relevance. The paper is titled, "Screening is Enough," and as we'll see shortly, this approach explicitly rejects irrelevant context, leading to some really impressive improvements in long context performance and inference speed. Alright, Figure 1 breaks down the multi-screen architecture. The leftmost panel outlines the overall model stack. The middle diagram details a gated screening tile, which pairs the screening step with an activation gate. Then, the rightmost panel focuses on the core screening unit. This unit normalizes queries and keys and applies trim and square functions, which act as an explicit thresholding mechanism to strictly zero out weak matches. This precise rejection creates absolute query key relevance, effectively eliminating the global competition among keys that limit standard attention models. So, Table 1 lists the architectural hyperparameters for the multi-screen model. The key takeaway here is that the overall model size is controlled by a single superparameter, called psi. As the first few rows show, the number of layers and heads scale directly with psi, while the embedding dimension scales quadratically. Then, the rest of the table confirms that other settings, like the key and value dimensions, remain fixed. This approach allows the architecture to scale up or down smoothly without needing to retune every single parameter. Okay, Table 2 offers a direct comparison between standard transformer attention and the multi-screen approach. In a standard transformer, the query key dot product creates an unbounded attention score, which is processed by a Softmax function. This makes the weights relative, forcing them to sum to 1 across all keys. Multiscreen, on the other hand, computes a similarity score bounded between -1 and 1. It then applies absolute operations, like trim and square, resulting in independent relevance values between 0 and 1, avoiding forced redistribution. Well, Figure 2 visualizes this trim and square transform we just mentioned. The x-axis tracks the query key similarity, which is bounded between -1 and 1. The blue curve then shows the resulting screening score. Notice that the score stays exactly at 0 for the majority of the range. Only similarities that fall within the acceptance width, highlighted by the shaded red area on the right, produce a non-zero relevance. This explicit threshold is exactly what enables the model to completely ignore irrelevant keys, rather than assigning them a tiny, forced fraction of attention. Next, Figure 4 shifts to training stability by plotting validation loss across a sweep of learning rates. The dashed gray line represents the 45 million parameter transformer baseline, which suffers a dramatic spike in validation loss as the learning rate increases. In fact, runs with rates at or above 2 to the -4 simply diverged and were omitted. In contrast, the solid blue line tracks the 28 million parameter multi-screen model. It stays remarkably stable, maintaining low validation loss even at extremely large learning rates approaching 1. This robustness allows for more efficient optimization. Alright, Figure 3 evaluates the scaling behavior of both architectures. The plot tracks validation loss against model size and parameters, using logarithmic scales for both axes. The solid blue line representing multi-screen consistently sits below the dashed gray line of the transformer baseline. Because of this shift, multiscreen achieves comparable validation loss with roughly 40% fewer parameters, demonstrating significantly improved parameter efficiency under a similar training budget. Okay, Figure 5 compares the long context perplexity of a transformer against a smaller, multi-screen model. The left panel plots the base models, while the right panel displays models after long context continual pre-training. In both cases, the solid black line representing multi-screen stays flat and stable well beyond the training context length. In contrast, the colored lines for the transformer show sharp spikes in perplexity, breaking down rapidly outside the training range despite using various rotary position embedding scaling factors. Well, wrapping up, the main takeaway is that explicitly filtering out irrelevant context, rather than just diluting it, solves major issues with standard attention. Multi-screen shrinks the parameter count by 40%, while boosting training stability and speeding up long context inference. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.